Okay, we're ready.
You're live. He's ready. You're done. You're on
Yeah.
TV.
Oh, all right. Good evening. It's Wednesday, June 7th, 2023, and welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board. This is a voting meeting. We've got 7 items, 7 resolutions on our agenda, and then we have a personnel matter, a little discussion in executive session after. I'm calling this meeting to order and asking our town clerk, Ann Spofford, to please call a roll call attendance.
Councilman Baranowski. Here. Councilman Lombardi.
Here.
Councilwoman McDonough. Here. Councilman Chano.
Here.
Supervisor Kazari.
Here. If everyone would please rise and face the flag. Councilwoman McDonough will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence to remember all of the men and women who are fighting for our freedom. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's start off with public comments. If there's any residents, business owners in the audience that would like to step up to the microphone, 5 minutes, please. Just state your name, where you live, and please, yeah.
My name is Susan Cadu. I live in Putnam Valley. Is it all right if I speak or no?
It's supposed to be a residence. What are you speaking about?
It's about what, we were here last month to, oh, sorry, a little short for that. There was a few of us here last month that mentioned some information about New York Citizens Audit. So we wanted to just follow up because since we were here last month, there has been a major development for New York Citizens Audit. They had a article published in a peer-reviewed Journal of Information Warfare.
But it's, I am so sorry, but it is residents and business owners.
Okay, okay, all right.
But thank you for coming.
If you would like, do you want to take, you have our email addresses, just email us what you wanted to say. And because there was a couple of your group who were Carmel residents last week.
Yes, I think
Yeah, that's okay, so why don't you just email it to us, all right? Okay.
Yeah, and we did, 3 of us did attend that presentation. And, and, yeah, yes.
Pretty impressive.
And, yes, and she did mention the peer-reviewed article, and yes. Yes, but thank you for working and your patriotism. Appreciate it. Anyone else would like to speak?
No, we're all together. We're all at New York Citizens Audit.
Okay.
Oh, but you don't live in the town?
I don't know, I don't have housing.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much again for your patriotism. Sir, would you like to speak? No? Well, thank you for coming, though. So seeing as there's no one, there's not a resident or business owner that would like to comment, I asked the board if somebody could please make a motion to accept the town board minutes from May 3rd, 2023.
So moved.
Seconded by Baranowski and McDonough, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So the meeting's minutes are accepted. Our first resolution is a resolution accepting proposal for professional services. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that?
Sure. Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Police Chief Anthony Hoffman, hereby accepts the proposal of Everbright, Pasadena, California, for public communication services in accordance with the proposal dated May 16, 2023, at an annual cost not to exceed $8,894.92, and a one-time setup fee of $711.59. And be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to sign any and all documentation necessary to authorize the actions contained herein. And be it further resolved, the Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Second by Councilwoman McDonough. And when you can, roll call.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, Resolution 1 passed. Number 2 is regarding the Town of Carmel Police Department's 2023 Voluntary Retirement Incentive Program. Councilman Shannon, could you read that?
Wherefore, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, known as Town Board, has developed a voluntary retirement incentive program, known as the program, for the members of the Uniform Patrol Division of the Town of Carmel Police Department, known as Department, who are eligible to retire under a New York State retirement system plan offered by the town. Wherefore, the program and requirements therefore are fully described in the general announcement to eligible employees, known as the general announcement, and the attachment thereto. Wherefore, the Town of Carmel Police Lieutenants Benevolent Association, known as LBA, and the Town of Carmel Police Benevolent Association, known as PBA, have agreed to the terms of the program and have executed memorandums of agreement regarding the known as MOAs. Be it resolved that the Town Board hereby authorizes the Town Supervisor to take all necessary steps for the implementation and execution of the program, including but not limited to, on behalf of the town, executing the MOAs with the LBA and PBA. 2, signing any individual retirement agreement and general release. And 3, authorizing payments required under the program. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman McDonough. Does anybody want to say anything before?
Yeah, so we've done this in the past, and it's, what we do is we figure out the cost of the incentive award and versus the length to have some of our senior police officers retire. And that goes into the cost of their longevity and benefits attributable to that. So last time we did this, actually, I think it saved over the first year, I believe it saved a few $100,000, and over the course of a period of time, it saved, I think, about $500,000. So we decided to offer this because the budgets are going to continue to be tight in the economy that we are in right now. We are hoping to have 3 to 4, because basically the more that receive the or take the incentive, the greater savings it is to the town long-term. So there's a date certain that this must be done by, and hopefully we'll present it to the PBA and the LBA, and they will look at it and get back to the supervisor and the town board with regard to if they're in agreement with participating in it.
Yes, well said, thank you.
And
Yeah,
these
so
all-
it's the Tier 2 people.
Tier
and,
2.
Right.
And so there's a savings in what we outlay the town in their retirement versus a new Tier 6. And we were looking from 3 to 500,000 in savings right off, and then it will be more for the next couple of years. So it's definitely worth it for our budget, but we need to get this in before September, before the budget gets finalized.
Right, and it's not something that we would do unless it had a positive impact on the budget, and it's not a small impact, it could actually be a very large impact going forward, so we don't take it lightly, but the numbers do show a savings to the town.
What's Tier 2, we do pay into the, we pay a lot more into their health benefits than we do for Tier 6. So there's a big savings there. We just hate to see them go. We lose a lot of experience and some fine officers, but it's a very good deal for the officers and for the town, savings money.
Yeah, it's the retirement that they pay, that we'd be saving a lot of money into.
So if you do a roll call when you are ready, please.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution number 2 passed. The third resolution is authorizing request for proposals for professional service, Carmel Sewer District Number 4. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of Carmel Sewer District Number 4, hereby authorizes Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., to request proposals for the preparation and design and construction documents in connection with the rehabilitation of the Lakeshore Drive Pump Station facility located within Carmel Sewer District Number 4. So we paid for a study for the water that's, that's coming into the, into the Secor sewer. And what the remedy was to seal off an old pipe that was having water go into the sewer system. So we have to do all of this work just to get someone to go out and do that. So I offer this as, resolution is read.
Second.
Bless.
Bless you.
Seconded by Shannell and Baranowski. Can we please have a roll call?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 3 passed. Our 4th resolution is authorizing advertising for bids. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that if you're?
Yep. Resolved that pursuant to the request of Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., Town Clerk Ann Spofford is hereby authorized to advertise for bids for the rehabilitation of the Lakeview Road Pump Station facility in Carmel Sewer District Number 4. And be it further resolved that town engineering consultant, upon completion of bid documentation, shall furnish detailed specifications for the above to Town Clerk Ann Spofford to be used in conjunction with the town's general bid conditions and specifications. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded by Baranowski. Can we have a roll call?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 4 passed. So this is so that we can expedite, once the design is ready, that we can go out and get the work done to stop the excess flow in the sewer, because when there's too much water, then the DEC is going to give us probably fines, and it's just, we want to get this done quicker before we are in trouble with them. Our 5th resolution is order calling for public hearing in the matter of the increase and improvements of the facilities for Carmel Water Districts number 1, 2, 8, 10, and 13 in the town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York. Councilman Baranowski, could you read that?
Sure. So this is a rather lengthy resolution, so I'm going to read the first paragraph and make a motion to accept as pre-filed. Whereas the town board of the town of Carmel, Putnam County.
Thanks.
Thank you. Whereas the town board of the town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, has heretofore caused to be prepared a map, plan, and report including an estimate of cost as revised pursuant to Section 202-B of the town law relating to the increase and improvement of the facilities of Carmel Water Districts numbers 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 13, and 14 in the town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, being in each such district the construction of improvements to the district water tank or shared water tank and related equipment and site improvements, including original furnishings, equipment, machinery, apparatus, appurtenances, and incidental improvements and expenses in connection therewith, at a maximum estimated cost of $52,915 to Carmel Water District Number 1, $3,062,615 to Carmel Water District Number 2, $362,538 to Carmel Water District Number 3, $535,796 to Carmel Water District Number 8, $165,184 to Carmel Water District Number 9, $112,158 to Carmel Water District Number 10, $73,621 to Carmel Water District Number 13, and $569,063 to Carmel Water District Number 14. I offer the remainder of this resolution as pre-filed with the town clerk.
Very good.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call if you could.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 5, resolution number 5 passed. Our 6th resolution is order calling for a public hearing for the increase and improvements of facilities to the Lake Mahopac Park District in the town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, July 5th, 2023. Councilman Lombardi, please.
Whereas pursuant to proceedings heretofore had and taken by the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, pursuant to the provisions of Section 99-D of the General Municipal Law, it has been determined to provide a plan for certain increases and improvements of the facilities of the Lake Mahopac Park District in the Town of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, at a maximum estimated cost of $175,000, consisting of the preliminary engineering assessment expenses for construction and improvement to the Lake Mahopac Dam, including incidental expenses in connection therewith. And whereas the capital project herein described as proposed has been determined to be a Type 2 action pursuant to the regulations of New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, promulgated pursuant to State Environmental Quality Review Act, which regulates state that a Type 2 action will not have any significant adverse impacts on the environment. And whereas in order to undertake the improvements to the aforesaid facilities as described therein, it will be necessary to expend the sum of $475,000, an increase of $300,000 over the $175,000 previously authorized for engineering assessment expenses in connection therewith. And whereas it is now desired to call a public hearing on the question of authorizing such increases and improvements of facilities of said Lake Mahopac Park District at a maximum estimated cost, including the engineering assessment expenses, I offer the rest of this resolution as pre-filed with the town clerk's office.
Second by Councilwoman McDonough. When you have time, would you?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 6 passed.
Can I just add one thing? The public hearing is going to be held on July 5th.
Okay.
That's what July 5th was.
that July 5th, yeah.
Just
Yes.
for the public.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see it, I'm sorry. July 5th. Is it?
July 5th is a, July 5th is a Wednesday.
July 5th is Wednesday.
Yeah, so July 4th is Tuesday, yeah.
I'm usually the one that doesn't do the calendar. I'm glad that,
Just so did we vote already or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so the public knows, this is something that was ongoing with the state of New York with regard to the dams. I think we talked about it with notice of violations, whether it was a B violation or a C violation. I think it originally had been a C, which was the worst, and then turned into a B, which is a little bit better. But this is still a unfounded mandate by the state. If they want us to do the work, they should send us the bill, but of course, send us the check. But of course, they are passing it on to the residents of the town of Carmel.
yes, thank you. Our next resolution is authorizing a contract amendment to conduct additional borings, Lake Cassie and Upper and Lower Tea Kettle Lake dams. Councilman Shannon, could you read that one?
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various Town of Carmel Lake Park districts, has previously awarded the contract for preparation of bid documents and specifications and construction administration for the above project to Weston and Sampson, and whereas Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., in his memo dated May 10, 2023, has provided proposed contract amendment for said services to the Town Board for consideration and review. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the Town of Carmel Lake Park Districts, hereby authorizes the amendment of the aforementioned contract as set forth in the proposal dated April 28, 2023. The cost of said services not to exceed $5,000. Said change order to be informed as attached hereto and made a part hereof. And be it further resolved that Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
A second? Seconded. Seconded by Baranowski. A roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski? Yes. Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough? Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 7 passed. And as Councilman Lombardi was saying, this work here, this additional borings, by doing this, we're asking Weston and Sampson to give us a report, and they believe that they will be able to upgrade those dams, which would mean it would be less work having to be done per the state's mandate on that work. I see that we have someone that wanted to speak and didn't. Did you want to have 5 minutes only to speak?
I just had one request.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Just, but say your name, that you live here in town, and just
Noelle
5.
Harris. Sure.
Okay?
I'm Noelle Harrison from Mahopac. I was here at the last board meeting with New York Citizens Audit, and we just wanted to request a possible, if we can be on the agenda for the next board meeting to talk, either further discuss the issues or come to a resolution. That's all I want to request. So I
Thank you.
noticed we weren't on the meeting tonight, so
Okay.
that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, on May 17th, we went out to the Swan Cove site with our design engineers. It was the town engineer and the people from Woodard and Kern, who we've hired to do the design for Swan Cove and for the downtown improvements. That was to talk about the construction scope and to have them be able to complete a final design for the bid documents as quickly as we can to get this going. The plan is to remove that access from Route 6 for the drive-through to the bank. That's something that was in the original plan for Swan Cove. And we were put in touch with the bank, Woodward and Kern, to discuss the lower lot and how they want to do the drive-through, because it's part of the parking lot. The oil tank that the bank still has to remove, the old oil tank that's leaking into the ground. The DOT still has to clean out the culvert there, between Chamber Park and Swan Cove. We went through and discussed that and the channel, the repairs to the fountain. So basically, we discussed the scope, the positive and negative conditions, what the town's overall vision is for the project. And so, just so we say it again, we did apply for $2.8 million from Representative Lawler. It looks like he will be coming through with some money for us for Swan Cove. And the County of Putnam is getting money from the congressman also for sidewalk project, which is going to impact our downtown. So the Swan Cove project is moving forward. We're working on that. Just like the CVS parking lot, that parking lot is now going to be switched around. It's not going to be backwards when you're coming out and going in. It's going to be just the normal way, the way we drive in America, not in England. That's being corrected, that unsafe thing that went on forever. Otherwise, we've got our farmers market is still going on through October 22nd at Chamber Park. There's fresh produce, handmade items. There's live music. There was a jazz band last week that was nice, and I think pretty much everybody saw the kids were selling, the young people, young entrepreneurs were selling their products that they made, jewelry and whatnot, and food trucks. It's a great time. I encourage everybody to stop there, to stop at the farmers market, and that's every Sunday through October 22nd. And our recreation director is here, and he wants us to say that the beach is open at Sycamore Park on the 10th. So Saturday, the beach will start being open. It's Monday through, why does it say Monday through Friday?
Well, there's different hours.
Oh, for the hours. Yeah, but the beach is open. I'm not going through the hours. Yeah, 7 days a week. It's too many hours for me. And our Sunset Concert Series, it starts on the 22nd of June. It's Thursday nights from 7 to 9. And another great thing at Chamber Park that our Recreation Department puts on. It's well-attended and a really good thing. We had a lot of things that happened in the weeks that we weren't here. I'm not going to go through all those, Memorial Day and then cleaning up downtown, but if anybody else has comments.
Let's drive in movies, Jim.
Yeah, they're going to do on the, yeah.
Carmel Park.
Carmel Park.
When will they start?
Movies in the Meadow.
Movies in the Meadow. They're looking at June, right? Do you want to do a kid movie, a teen movie, and an adult movie?
It'll be the last Friday of each month.
The last Friday of each month.
Thank you.
You bring a blanket, and
Popcorn,
it's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. Thank you, Jim, for that.
Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks. So we're going to be going to executive session, personnel item with the Recreation Director. So if I can get a motion to adjourn the meeting. Oh, okay. Second? Seconded by Lombardi. And we come back on the 14th. This is an easy one because it's 7 days from now. We'll see you on June 14th. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good
Night,
night,
everyone.
everybody.